And welcome back, everyone, to 2017 Blade&Soul World Championships. We're still on day 2. We're almost reaching the last part of our event. We're going to be going off to the Group C to see who's going to be the second place. In our second place matchup, coming your way, it's going to be involving another Western team in this match.
Yep, we have IDEPS from Korea versus Hurricane from NA, and we will see which team will get eliminated from this tournament and which team will place second and have a chance to go to the quarterfinals.
The moment you say that, I just thought in my head, what if IDEPS gets eliminated?
It's not only IDEPS. So what if for both teams? Because both of these teams deserve to go to the quarterfinals. It's just that this bracket system is random, and they ended up meeting and being in the same group. It's very unfortunate because I truly like both teams.
I mean, I do as well, and I've seen IDEPS throughout 2017 and know what they're capable of, but it's really all about, does IDEPS really deserve this? Since they have performed so well due to recent games, and the only game that really they have stumbled on was the early part of today, on which they couldn't win out in the winners match, and now they're in this very awkward situation. If they do lose out, they're completely out of the World 2017 already in day 2.
Yeah, that will be very weird because we've been casting Korea Season 1, 2, and Korea Final, so we've been seeing Until yesterday, we've only been seeing the Korean teams, and we just think, oh yeah, IDEPS made it up through the wild cards, and they are the third best team in Korea right now. So we just think we have this thought of IDEPS probably being good, and they are now in the losers bracket, trying to place either second or not get eliminated. And Hurricane, NA, and all of the Western teams, first time participating in Worlds, and they are hanging in there, all 4 teams still.
Officially, no Western team has been eliminated yet, and that is already accomplished. We already see 2 teams already in the contention for the second place spot, already in the quarterfinals. So it's really a huge thing for the Western team to not have any elimination. We sort of see Japan, both teams eliminated already. China, 2 of the 3 teams already been eliminated. So these strong regions who really everybody has a high expectations for, I've already been eliminated.
And now on screen, we do have IDEPS on screen. We have Duggan Kang, Jung Yoon, and Sang-ho Kim. Very familiar faces and names if you have been following the Blade&Soul Korea seasons as well. And today, it just seems a little bit for Sang-ho Kim, it just seems like his off day, but that is no excuse. As a pro player, you controlling your condition, you being off or on, it does not matter for the viewers. The win is that all that matters, and if you're on your off day and you lose, you lose.
And I think maintaining high form every single day is also a skill set as well as a professional player, because that's one of the assets you really have to take into consideration, because if you're not going to be good on your off days, you really have to make sure that you're always on your on days.
Exactly.
And we thought Sang-ho Kim was on the right track of maintaining that for every game until now, but today was the first glimpse of Sang-ho Kim really trembling against his opponents and playing something very unusual of what we're not used to seeing of him. So that took a toll out of IDEPS, and that led to their loss in the winners match, and now they're here facing up against Hurricane.
Yeah, right now on screen we have Hurricane, we have Virus, Sunshower, and Yes. And this is actually a rematch from yesterday. And Hurricane was sent down by IDEPS to the losers bracket, so they had to make their way back up, and they are facing IDEPS once again for the second place seed.
Now this is important because the IDEPS they faced yesterday were very, very strong. At least in terms of going up against Hurricane, we didn't get any other indications of how strong IDEPS were, but they were good enough to beat out Hurricane in day 1. But game 2, day 2 is a little bit different, where we saw Sang-ho Kim, this guy on your screen, not having performed as well as he did in day 1. And see whether he's going to pick it up for the second part of day 2, whether he got his on day. Within that few hours of rest that he did have, going up against Sunshower, the Blade Dancer, so it's going to be Assassin versus Blade Dancer coming right up for game 1.
Yeah, we'll have to see if Sang-ho Kim is, ready for this Assassin versus Blade Dancer, because, it doesn't matter if you're on or off. If you lose, you lose. No excuses for the viewers and the players as well.
We're going to go on to game 1 between IDEPS versus Hurricane, a rematch. Once again, coming in the second place match. Let's see who picks up the first win, gets the first point. Stay on. talk about it all the time, but
Yeah.
Republic of Korea, IDEPS, this is the title you see on the screen. But more importantly, Sang Kim, he's always been the catalyst
Yeah.
for the side of IDEPS. If he does well, the team does well.
Yeah.
If he doesn't do very well, he does really bad.
Well,
And
yeah,
the point of that is, and the entire team takes effect from that.
He is the assassin of the team, so if he's not going to do too well, and Jung Yoon is still doing his job as the support to save his teammates, it's still not going to work if the assassin is off and he's unable to do that damage output.
It's a very important role that Sang Kim is holding onto himself for the side of IDEPS because he is the main damage dealer going forward. But
Ooh, gets into the
Shower
aerial.
into the aerial now. Second aerial will be coming through. Lightning draw most likely will be coming through. He doesn't use it yet. Tries to go for the fan and grip.
Yeah.
Doesn't really happen that time around.
There we go with the lightning draw.
Hey, I think that was a bad use of the lightning draw. I think he should have used it earlier off of that
Bombard.
second aerial.
3 seconds.
Now he's gonna take the damage on the other end. The bombard is coming through. This is a lot of damage. Will he be able to finish up? The knockdown will be good enough to finish. And
Wow.
Sang Kim gets the win. And lots of load off his shoulders, really, that he really needed. There's a 1-0 good lead coming up for IDEPS.
Yeah, early on it just seemed like, Sunshower had a little bit of an advantage, playing him more aggressive, pushing back Sang Kim. But unfortunately, that was unable to continue on till the end of the game, and Sang Kim took advantage of that small opportunity and just finished him off right before his escape came back. It was literally, it came back in the air.
And we saw Sunshower after the typical 1-2 aerial for a little bit creativity with how he wanted to use the lightning draw, and the eventual use of the lightning draw did not lead to any damage at all. So probably got him on the back of his heels, and he got the reversal back with his tab escape being available, but he was already up in the air, so no really chance to use that. But Sang Kim, all in all, doing pretty well, much better than what he played in the early part of day 2 today. He gets his team onto a 1-0 lead.
Yep, and it seems like Jung Yoon is touching up his keyboard now, so it seems like he is up next. Who will be up for Hurricane?
Sunshine and East are definitely staring at Virus, so I would imagine that's going to be Virus up next. Show you guys. There we go. Virus will be up against Jung Yoon on the Force Master. Now, maybe Hurricanes didn't do their homework, and knowing that Jung Yoon loves to feast on assassins day and night.
Yeah, definitely, and even on the assassins at the Korean tournaments are fear Jung Yoon's Force Master because he knows exactly how to annoy the assassins, and shackle their ankles with that chill stacks, and just annoy him. Just let's get in. Let's just see how Jung Yoon plays against Virus.
You're in such a rush ending to get
see
into the game because we all want to see how Jung Yoon will dismantle an assassin from the North America once again. Whether Jung Yoon on the Master Force Master will be able to do it. We're gonna find out. Stay on. There you go. Jung Yoon's favorite food is the assassin.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who the assassin is. It's just when Jung Yoon plays a Force Master, it's actually different from other Force Masters. So let's see if Jung Yoon will, make us not awkward and do well. There we go with the double knockup.
I mean, Jung Yoon, he's been feasting on Korean assassins for a while now, so get a taste of the North American assassin, maybe a new flavor.
Yeah.
A little bit of a delicacy for him.
Yeah, but it's good on Virus' side that, he already got rid of Jung Yoon's second win and backstep escape.
But he already has his tab escape gone as well, so Jung Yoon, even though his escapes are gone, he still will take advantage of the situation. There we go.
He makes
Virus
his move.
putting him in the air though. Jung Yoon might be a little bit of danger if he can't get out of this one. Poison Breath starting the series of damage. It's going to be the close shave going in through.
Yep, uses backstep. Oh, there we go. He
This
gets
is a chance.
stunned.
This is where it begins.
4 seconds until stuff comes back.
He has the calculation on check, and that is another annihilation of the assassin from Jung Yoon's Force Master. Once again, how does he like the taste of the North American assassin?
Oh gosh, I don't know, but the first match again with Sang Kim and the second match with Jung Yoon, both of the times when the NA players were about to die, their second win or their escape came back to cool down. It's very unfortunate, but that just shows how much these Korean players are able to calculate the escape and the precise time the escape comes back, and right at the end they put him into the aerial to finish off the opponent.
And I would like to really say that IDEPS' strength really does come from the long best of sevens, where their endurance and their just resilience of what they bring to this team. No matter how inconsistent they may be, if they can extend this over to Game 7, they usually show pretty satisfactory results. And Hurricane, I don't know too much about what their late game potentials are, but they do go over to Game 7. Will they be able to hold on? A good indicator will be the Game 3 coming right up, whether Hurricane will get that 2 points to even it up. That'll be very important for these guys.
Yeah, like we always repeatedly say, the third match is actually the most important to get your engine started, to get your momentum shift. So even though Hurricane is down 2-0, they still have hope. It is best out of 7. First team to 6 points, and now we are getting ready for our third set.
It's the very usual suspects.
Yep.
In terms of classes, for the sides of IDEPS and Hurricane, you're very familiar with these guys. The Virus, Sunshower, and Yes, all the typical assassin, Blade Dancer, Warlock composition, where it's Duggan Kang, Jung Yoon, Sarah Kane bringing out the Blade Dancer, the Force Master, and the Assassin, which you guys are very familiar with it as well. Just a matter of who's going to get the upper edge the first few moments of the game, or whether Sarah Kim is going to continue on the satisfaction that he's shown in Game 1 and they carry that over to Game 3. And Hyun Lee, yes, Korean native, coming in for the American side. That he will be able to perform against the full Koreans of IDEPS and be fighting out in Game 3. And right up, we're going to go to see IDEPS and Hurricane currently 2-0 in the lead for IDEPS. But they can continue on with this lead. We're going to find out. Stay on. Here we go for Game 3 between IDEPS from South Korea against Hurricane from North America.
Yep, Sang-ho Kim is out first against Yiz on the Warlock. First time showing for Yiz today. Let's see how well he will do. Which team will show the better teamwork and coordination to take this victory?
It's going to be very important to see. Yiz has done pretty well from day one. He needs to show a lot more to stay in this one because his team definitely really needs that 2 point to get back into the series.
Yep. First stun is used, and second win is used by Yiz.
There you go, Yiz taking some damage along with his familiar assassin from Sound Cam, trying to do a little bit of damage on there. It's the time distortion with a little bit of interfere coming in from the Blade Dancer and Sun Shower, but not much coming in there.
Yeah, that interfere was actually. Yeah, I think there was a miscommunication because if he was going to use the time distortion and get his second win back, Sunshower didn't really need to come in, but he tags out, and Virus is in Assassin Mirror match.
Okay, Virus's initial strike, slam time into the Thralling Dagger. It's going to be enough to force out the tab escape coming in from Sound Kim. He knows the situation also well and gets the counter attack, forces out Virus's tab escape as well.
Yeah, Sang-ho Kim only has 20 seconds until that force tag. Will he be able to save a tag point and force tag out safely?
Definitely looks like he will. He has so much advantage over Virus, not even forcing out the defensive interfere. Turns into offensive interfere, forcing out the defensive interfere. Reaction 2v2 now with Duggan Kang joining the arena.
Oh, and Sang-ho Kim still doing some damage, and this time around,
Sang-ho Kim did everything right before he does go out on that free tag, whereas Guardian had already had to use 2 tag points.
Yeah, Sang-ho Kim, it just seems like, he's got his game back together. By himself, he made Hurricane use 2 tag points and 3 interfere points.
And really, he saved his tag point of his own, going out for free. So, Sang-ho Kim, as you mentioned, he's definitely come back into play, come back to that day 1 performance where they beat out Hurricane before, looking to do it again. Game 3, getting that 2 more points. It's that lead would definitely assure them so much stability as they move forward with the series.
Yeah, and this is, like we mentioned, this is a double knockdown. Nice. Anyways, this is a revenge match, and I hope Hurricane has something up their sleeve to counter this composition of IDEPS and show us that they have a chance to take this victory away from IDEPS.
I mean, the Guardian needs a lot more than this to get the win they need, because see that IDEPS, in terms of resources, and the HP bar difference is also in the favor of IDEPS so far. So Guardian needs a lot more than what they're putting out to get that win that they need, to get that 2 points back onto their favor.
Yep, they are just doing their own thing on their own side. They have that line in the middle. Nothing really going on.
So it seems like the two Blade Dancer, we usually see the Beyblade action spinning around till nothing happens. They're not even spinning around now, so.
Yeah, Sunshower is going to be force tagged out first, and then 1 second after, Duggan Kang will be force tagged out,
they keep a
and
close
they
distance.
are getting close. There we go with the chase.
Does happen. He's going to be tagged out right away, but the chase continues.
Yep.
With Sang Kim doing a very good job of landing that poison breath. In the continuation of the initiate that Duggan Kang threw out of that initiate.
Yeah, but they end up both using all of their escapes.
Yep.
Yiz uses his second wind and his void walk. Sang Kim uses stealth and Lotus of
this
escape.
might be the first series of damage coming in from Yiz. Really nothing coming from it though, unfortunately.
Jung Yoon with the defensive interfere, saving Sang Kim, and Sang Kim tags out right away into Duggan Kang.
He is really trying to make an effort. But Duggan Kang spins around, really bothering him, not allowing anything. Sunshower comes back, and it's again a Blade Dancer mirror match. Be a Resonant Sleeper for the next minute, I presume.
Yeah, and Yiz actually ended up using his last of his tag points.
But they went a little bit different this time. Comes in with the virus.
Reactionary 2v2.
It's going to be a 2v2, reactionary as you say. A lot of damage coming back and forth. Virus started that off with a little bit of interfered on his own, but Jung Yoon, we haven't seen too much of this guy throughout this tag.
Yes, he was busy using his 3 interfere points. Now he's out on the field with 2 tag points, comfortably waiting to, buy time for his team.
He is doing a good job of negating that wallbang that Jung Yoon was trying to put on Sunshower.
Yep. And, Jung Yoon goes back in 2 minutes until the 3-minute mark until they get interfere points.
Sang Kim still making no errors as he still continues to put out so much damage onto his opponents, and doing that against now the Virus, who just came in off the tag.
Alright, mirror match.
Yes, has no tag point available.
Tab escape is used. Sang Kim is going to slowly make it. The
good
bombard actually
bombard.
lands.
That was a distance bombard right there from Sang Kim. So much bombard happening to both sides.
Virus!
We have no idea what's happening, but Virus is on very slim health. He has to tag out, which he does.
Yes.
Barely saves himself. And now Yiz is out with no tag point available. His teammates do not have any interfere, so he's completely on his own. For the next 1 minute 30 seconds, the 3-minute mark will give his teammates back the interfere they need. But for the time being, that's Lonely Warlock. He's going to be alone in his tracks.
Yeah, and without his second win. This is not looking good against Sang Kim's assassin.
Duggan Kang even has his interfere. Coming in, the lightning draw so
much
better. That is an instant death for the side of Hurricane. And yes, is already out with Virus very low on HP. So even if they get the interfere back for the side of Virus, he will not be able to use it as courageously as you could with full HP.
Yeah, and Duggan Kang still has that 1 interfere left, so if already decides to tag out, if Jung Yoon creates an opportunity, either Duggan Kang or Sang Kim could interfere in 4 on offensive. There we go with the offensive interfere.
Whoa,
Sang Kim,
much
tons of damage with Jung Yoon.
That is an instant KO. That will be the end of it. Virus comes in with barely no HP. It's going to be so much action coming towards Jung Yoon and Sang Kim, really clicking together. Off of that interfere, really making it work. The confirmed CC allows the free damage coming from the assassin from Sang Kim. That is enough to instantly kill off the second man from Hurricane. Now IDEPS is up 4-0. Comfortable lead heading forward in the series.
Yeah, now that Hurricane lost their 3rd match and now the score is 4-0, they have to still be able to keep their calm, because you can always come back. This is
we've seen it happen.
Yeah, we've seen it happen, and this is not best out of 4. This is best out of 7. So if they are able to still take that tag match and cut off their momentum in the next 2 singles, they still have hope. And let's just hope that they are able to calm themselves and come up with a new strategy or a different strategy, and come back and fight back at IDEPS.
You guys might have been thinking that It was pretty even going towards both sides, but the
Yeah.
truth of the matter was Hurricane was dying slowly but surely.
Yeah.
They were definitely taking the damage one by one, whereas IDEPS was under no threat whatsoever. And eventually, each man, one by one, died off from Hurricane. So the eventual 3-man death happened in an instant right here, as you see Sun
Yeah.
Shower, 100-0, casually coming in from the
Yeah.
side of Jung Yoon and Seung Kim.
It just seems like at the end, IDEPS, they knew what they wanted to do with the little resources they had left. They brought out Jung Yoon, and Sang Kim was on the field. He tagged out to Jung Yoon and then interferes in right away to finish off 2 people within the 5-second interfere time that he had.
Yeah.
And it didn't look like luck. It didn't look like it just happened by luck. They knew it and they planned it for the tag outs, and it was well carried out.
Now Hurricane had to work so hard to get to this stage. They had to win out of the losers match after losing out to IDEPS initially from day 1. They're back here, really looking for another contention into this World 2017 to have their say to go into the quarterfinal spot. As of right now, 4-0 looks very depressing for the side of Hurricane. Duggan Kang is going to be the next man up. The side of Yis is going to be his opponent for Hurricane. Move on straight to the match to see how he does.
Yeah, it seems like Duggan Kang is going to stick with the Blade Dancer, and the music has changed. Let's see what will happen. Blade Dancer versus Warlock. Let's get it on.
Here we go. Very much an important game. After losing out game 3, 4-0 is a very heartbreaking scoreline if you are the Hurricane. You have Duggan Kang versus Yis.
Alright.
Yis has to pull out a win here for them.
Yep, delivery was used, not too much done to Duggan Kang. They are close. Oh, lightning draw
Goodness,
used
so
right
much.
away.
That was a very sudden lightning draw, very unexpected, even for Yis. Had the Sanctum available, but still took a significant amount of damage.
Right for that aerial.
Oh, don't even go for the second aerial there.
Yeah. Well, time escape was used, and he is in the air, Duggan Kang.
Yes. Doing his first series hit and now has dealt more damage than he has taken it for himself.
And
A
Kang-
second series of damage might be coming through. Does a poke damage with the Warlock.
Yeah, but Duggan Kang
Oh,
hasn't used
second series
any.
damage.
Whoa!
And that is going to be a death without the reversal being
Yes.
used. Tabby's game was held onto his hands.
Yeah.
And maybe Duggan Kang took that play a little bit more easy than he had expected.
Yeah, he looks kind of numb.
He gets beat
yeah.
by the American Korean man.
Yeah, American Korean guy. And the thing is, I'm pretty sure it's going through his head. Wow, I ended up dying without using any escape at all.
Literally, he had
Yeah.
all 3
I'm
available.
pretty sure he was thinking that because, he did save it. So, when you save your interfere and you end up not dying, yeah, it's a plus. But when you save your interfere and you die, I mean, not interfere, what am I saying? When you save your escape and you end up dying and going up into the air against the Warlock twice in a row, that's not a plus. You're just going to end up dying. This is not a tag match.
I mean, to be fair, he did use a retreat. He did use a little bit of back roll, but
That doesn't count.
that's about
That doesn't count.
that's about as much escape that
doesn't
Duggan
count.
Kang liked to use and saved up rest of his escapes in the case of his death.
Yeah.
But it's very good of Yis
Yeah.
to show that swagger
Yeah.
for his team. His entire team really needs that because
does.
what they're lacking
They
right
do.
now is confidence, and they don't think that they're gonna get a win against IDEPS. But Yis is setting an example for his team to really stay strong and to never give up. And they still have what it takes to win out there as long as they win every single match from here on.
Exactly. That is the mentality that Hurricane needs, even though they were down 4-0. Now they have won the 5th match, making it... Oh, 4th match, sorry.
Trying to be the hero,
Okay.
Yis. Can
Yis is coming back.
is coming back to his home ground, Korea, to represent North America, to beat out his Korean counterparts. And the next opponent up in line is Seung Kim, who has been playing much better in the second half of the day. But day 1 has been a little bit of a nightmare for Yis because he has had a taste of Seung Kim on a good day. So he's going to have to overcome that and be really the hero for the side of Hurricane. That is what the team is really requiring of him.
Yeah, let's hope that, Yiz is able to, revenge on Sang-ho Kim.
We're gonna go on to the next match, the last single, to see whether Yiz can continue on the momentum for Hurricane. We'll get the match right underway. Let's get it on. Now, I really love the storyline ending because Hurricane really, it's not lacking anything else. It's just the confidence and the lack of belief that really they can really pull this up. But the only person in this team that really believes they have a chance is Yiz. He showed that in his last place when he played against Dougie Kang. He's going to show it again.
Stealth is out for Sang-ho Kim already.
And this is the beginning of it. Yiz looking for that play. All he needs is a good few chances, and the damage will come through. Sang-ho Kim onto that Sanctum. He's going to be taking a lot of damage from the Shackle.
Right. Yiz already made his first move, even using that time distortion.
He used the body swap, but other than that, he still has the second one available. Tab escape is there, so Yiz is in a very good situation. He's going to get the stealth back. Sang-ho Kim, after 3 seconds, still, Yiz is not going to hold back any time of the matter. He's done. He has to use the tab escape sometime soon.
He has to calculate this well. When does he want to use that second wind?
Webbing is up, so whether he's going to use it now, he doesn't use it there. Sang-ho Kim,
he decides to break out of the web.
So now he knows one more stun can might likely give him an instant KO, but Yiz is aware of this fact as well. He has to be extra careful to not get up into that stun. The assassin is so tough. This might be the end of it. Yiz gets knocked down. He does escape with a back roll. Oh, but Yiz staying strong until the very end. The paper's still blocking every endeavor that Sang-ho Kim is throwing out of him. Yiz, very well played, leaving that second win to come back in the next 5 seconds, so he bought enough time.
Yeah, Sang-ho Kim actually frozen with the Ice Mine, giving him the time. And now Yiz.
Another second win already being used, so this is dangerous for Yiz now. He has to somehow pull off a miracle. He needs to not get stunned up. He's going for his best ever, but Sang-ho Kim is always on the upper hand of Yiz every single time and gets another win. Does not confirm the win in the series yet, but we're going to move on to the tag matches to actually see whether IDEPS can finish this off, and they could in just one game coming.
Yeah, Sang-ho Kim getting that 5th match victory makes it IDEPS 5, Hurricane 1. And like Joe just said, it is not over yet. If Hurricane is able to win the set 6 and set 7, they are still able to win. So we'll have to see. Let's hope that they could keep their confidence and, show a fighting, force against IDEPS.
I mean, this mix and match format of best of 7, doesn't matter if you win every single game, as long as you keep the scoreline under 6. Just win the rest of the games, and just 2 matches can give you enough points to win out the entire series. So, as unfair as it may seem, we think it's very fair with the fact that the mentality does play a lot bigger role than the actual numbers really indicate in the scoreline. So,
it does.
IDEPS really confident on their play, whereas Hurricane needs to have that confidence of their own, but that's the only thing that they're really lacking right now. I think skill-wise, they still have potential. They still have a chance to come back in this one. It's all about Yiz setting an example, but just more so his other 2 teammates being able to find that as well.
Yeah, and if IDEPS is able to take this win in set 6, this will be the 3rd 7-1 finish of today only. And that, we haven't seen a lot of 6-0, but 7-1, that's still a big gap. And we'll see if it'll be a 3rd 7-1 or will Hurricane be able to come back.
That just goes to show you how much fatigue is affecting the play of these 2 teams. We have IDEPS versus Hurricane. Could be the last match of the series. With the match 6 underway. Stay on. Go. Could be the last match. The Korean side, IDEPS, North America's Hurricane. It's going to be the Assassin Mirror match, the beginnings of Sang-ho Kim versus Virus.
Go with the body swap.
They both go for the body swap, seems like.
Virus uses tab escape. Same goes with Sang-ho Kim. This is good. They are trading. This should be normal. This is what it should be like. Not one-sided, but trading.
You see Assassin, Sang-ho Kim stunned up, so Dougie Kang comes in immediately for that defense to interfere, forcing out that reactionary interfere as well from Yiz. Using that time distortion to give that stealth back. SeungKim still has his on cooldown.
Yep. 13 seconds, 12 seconds until SeungKim gets it back.
Lotus of Escape has just been used.
Alright, going back to slow motion until SeungKim probably will make the move very soon because he will get his stealth back.
Now, mind you, Virus does have his stealth available as well. And a little bit of a shorter cooldown on that Lotus of Escape, so...
Oh, Virus out of
SeungKim.
stealth. Same thing with SeungKim. This is this is good. They are trading, escapes.
Very
and I love
even
seeing
now,
this.
yeah. Because Virus, he hasn't been able to equal the level of SeungKim in Game 3. Trying a little bit of that now, forcing out the defense to interfere from Sun Shower. Before he does that, SeungKim still does a lot of damage onto his opponent.
Yeah, it was looking good until they were, they were only trading escapes.
Oh,
but now,
Jungwoo wall bang! That is so much damage. The Force Master into the Assassin is the greatest combo that IDEPS has.
No.
Once again, shows with so much damage.
Oh, Virus dies with 2 tag and 3 interfere points.
You hate that so much.
I hate it. Oh, jeez, I feel so bad. But Jungwoo is taking a lot of damage.
Sun Shower. A lot of damage through that lightning draw. Had to use all the escapes to get out of there, but another series of wallbang with the Assassin. They just don't know how to answer for this. A strat that IDEPS has been figuring out.
I mean, this comes in and he gets continued chase.
It seems like a kind of a forced tag used, and there's no counter attack whenever Jungwoo and SeungKim goes for that double attack, and we've seen it happen so many times throughout this series that it just seems like they still haven't figured it out yet on how to really deal with that.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate because in the early game, Virus was matching SeungKim's Assassin. They were trading their escapes back to back. It seemed very good until that offensive interfere started to come in and the reactionary 2v2 happened, and IDEPS started to take advantage of that.
I mean, they might not even need Doug and Kang to finish off the game here. They just need the 2 players, Jungwoo and SeungKim, land that combo once again. That just may be good enough to knock another player out. Most likely Yiz is what they're targeting at.
Yep, Yiz out of second win. Same thing goes for Jungwoo.
Oh, he shouldn't have tagged in there. I don't know about that play. That's an instant death. Looking like play unless blade&soul can save himself. Uses every escape that he can to get out of there. Still in a very dangerous situation, but as I say that, a lot of counterattack. So it was very successful escape from that dangerous situation. That Jungwoo was out with SeungKim interfere available. Now this gotta be the eventual death of Sun Shower. Eventually comes down to a 1v3 situation for Yiz.
By himself, left alone.
I don't know. It's just it seems like they have lost hope at this stage, especially the other 2 players other than Yiz, Sun Shower and Virus. Virus kept strong, I actually mentioned in the early parts of the game, but after dying out, Sun Shower really didn't know what to do. Then try to counter some damage, but you have to go for the initiate yourself and go for the aggressive offensive strike, but we didn't see any of that from Hurricane all season long.
Yep, Yiz is in the air, not looking good, re-knock up.
Lightning draw, conventionally.
Still not giving up, he is trying.
Just too difficult right now, and this might and will be the last match for Hurricane. We might see the first Western team being eliminated from Worlds 2017. We're very short on getting there. Yiz is really playing his heart out, staying as long as he wants. It's just about pride now. It's not about the result, because the result seems pretty inevitable right now. SeungKim looking to be the finisher here.
Yep, he is about to. Oh, he's trying to finish him, but Yiz is hanging in there.
Man, yes.
I commend him. He is in there still with the Sanctum down.
Like
he has his second wind.
Like I said, it's really not about the results anymore. It's about the pride that doesn't want to go out embarrassment to show the strength of NA in this Korean scene.
Body swap, second wind is used. Oh no.
There we go. Jungwoo comes in. This might be the finish here.
Double
from the SeungKim. Jungwoo has shown so much success over that combo of those 2 interacting with each other. They interfere, but sad to say that we finally have our first eliminated team from the West, and it's going to come from North America. Hurricane could not get a win after being able to win out against IDEPS. It just didn't happen this time around. Second time around, IDEPS was the stronger team, and Hurricane just could not win. They're eliminated from Worlds 2017.
Yep, this was the third 7-0 today. And, it's very unfortunate because Hurricane did show a good fight, even though they lost I saw potential. I hope next year when they come back, they'll improve, and maybe they'll revenge against IDEPS or any other Korean team.
Put up a fight is exactly what Hurricane should be expecting for the next year if we do get to World Championships 2018. By then, I'm sure they have improved over the experience that they have gathered here in their first participating World Championship with North America, being their first introduction into this world scene. But congratulations to Hurricane for making it this far. Day 2, once they end their road, they won't be advancing to Day 3, nor the quarterfinals. And they confirmed that IDEPS will be the second place in Group C. So Hurricane, shout out to these guys. We hope to see these guys next time we meet.
Yeah, and just remembering how Virus was doing so well against Sang-ho Kim, and then when Jung Ho-yoon interfered in, and that's when everything broke down. I hope he can work on that, Assassin versus Force Master in the near future, and come back stronger.
We can't be all sad because IDEPS, the team from Korea, third seed, had a little bit of disbelief in them after the first part of today, but they do make it still as that second place. They still have that one more chance to make it into the quarterfinals. That'll be happening on Saturday. So we're gonna get one more match out of the way before we close out Day 2. Let's go to a short break and be back with Group D, second place match, right after this break.